Welcome. So today we're going to create the single most important map for your business. Now, it's not going to lead you to bury treasure, exactly, but it will guide you to something just as valuable, financial clarity and, hopefully, success. We're charting the map for your money.
You ever feel a bit lost in your own finances? I mean, you know money's coming in, and you definitely know money's going out, but all the details in between get kinda fuzzy. It's a really common feeling, you know? It's like you're driving without a GPS. Sure, you're moving, but are you on the best route? Are you even headed in the right direction?
Well, the solution to that financial fog is this powerful tool called the chart of accounts. The best way to think of it is as the blueprint, or maybe a really detailed satellite map for your entire financial world. It's what brings everything into sharp focus.
So what is it really? Well, simply put, it's a master list that organizes every single dollar that flows through your business. Every sale, every bill you pay, every loan payment, each one gets its own specific category. This makes it so much easier to track and actually understand what's going on. Okay, so this financial map of ours is divided into 5 main territories, or you could call them account categories. If you can understand these 5, you'll be able to read the entire map. So let's explore them. And here they are: assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. That's it. Seriously, that's the whole shebang. Every single transaction your business ever makes is going to fit neatly into one of these 5 groups. Let's start with the 2 biggest ones, right? It's pretty simple when you break it down like this. Assets are all the things your business owns that have value, like cash or inventory. Liabilities, on the other hand, are what your business owes to other people, like loans or unpaid bills. Just remember, own versus owe. So if we zoom in on the assets category, we can break it down even further. You'll have specific accounts for things like the cash in your bank, the inventory you have on your shelves, and, this one's super important, your accounts receivable. That's just the money your customers still owe you. And on the flip side, we've got liabilities. We get specific here too. This is where you're going to track things like business loans, money you owe to your suppliers, which we call accounts payable, and, of course, taxes. This is the O side of that equation we were just talking about. Okay, next up is equity. This one can sound a little complicated, but it's really just the true value of your business. It's what's left over after you pay off all your debts. It includes the money owners first put in and any profits the business has kept. Think of it as your company's net worth, a totally critical number for any owner to know. All right, now for the fun part, income. This category is, you guessed it, where you track all the money your business earns. This isn't just your main revenue from sales, but it also includes other little sources, like, say, interest you earn from a bank account. This is the fuel for your business engine. And finally, we have expenses. This is where all that money goes. These accounts track everything from your day-to-day operating costs to payroll and what's called the cost of goods sold, or COGS. That's just the direct cost of making what you sell. So for a bakery, it's the flour and the sugar. Knowing this stuff is absolutely vital for understanding your actual profitability. Now, look, your accounting software is going to come with a bunch of default accounts, but every single business is unique. This quote right here is a golden piece of advice. You do not have to figure this all out by yourself. A quick chat with an accountant can save you hours of confusion and help you tailor this map perfectly to your business. So, speaking of customizing, let's quickly look at how you can draw your own paths on this financial map. By adding a new account, it's easier than you think. In most accounting software, this is a really straightforward process. You just navigate over to your chart of accounts, you pick the main category you need, like an asset, then you give your new account a specific name and a little description, and boom, you click Save. It's a simple process, but it gives you so much power to track your finances in greater detail. A perfect, real-world example of this is adding your specific business checking account. You just add it as an asset, probably under the cash and bank type, and then you'd name it something clear, like business checking, whatever your bank is. From then on, every transaction from that account can be tracked with perfect accuracy. So we've built the map, and we've learned how to customize it a bit. But why go through all this trouble? Why does this financial map really matter for the success of your business? Let's zoom out and get the big picture. Okay, so here's the why. A clear chart of accounts turns what looks like a messy pile of transactions into a crystal clear picture. It shows you exactly where your money comes from and where it's going. This is the data that generates those crucial reports, like your profit and loss statement, and it lets you stop guessing. For instance, you could see that your marketing expenses are going way up, but your sales income is staying flat. That's a huge red flag that your ad campaign isn't working. That is how you start making smart strategic decisions. So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. Take a hard look at your current system. Is it a clear, detailed map that guides you confidently toward your goals? Or is it more like a crumpled, vague sketch in your glove box that leaves you feeling kind of lost? Because having the right map, well, it can make all the difference in your journey to success.